Hey, Shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kwadash. And, this is just a lesson, Lord's will, a short, quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. And, I was just kind of meditating, on different things, especially like the judgments, a lot of the judgments that have been going on in the earth, whether it be, young children getting slain, gun battles between gangs that turn bad, innocent people, die. You got mothers, burning their children alive. You got domestic disputes that turn deadly. Whole families getting murdered. And I was like, man, it's a lot of that going on in the earth. Well, the scriptures say, because the love of many, let me get that. Because iniquity shall abound, right? Matthew 24. Just bear with me and pull that up. All the, these different, earthquakes, gun violence, war. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Also, the scriptures say, right, in Job, whoever perished being innocent. So these judgments are the vengeance of Yahweh Shema Shai ultimately. That's the point, when just, I was just kind of reflecting on that and how nobody's innocent, man. All right, little babies included. You see these terrible things that happen to, the old and the young. But the understanding is the Most High taking vengeance against those certain spirits on the earth. Okay, Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So everybody, even us, the Most High is justified in taking us out because of our sin. But hopefully, through the mercies of Yahweh Shema Shai, that hand of mercy is extended to us. We find grace in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, because his judgments, the Most High loves judgments, but mercy rejoices over judgment. The Most High also, he extends that hand of mercy, the multitude of his mercies. All right, so the elect, we're hoping to actually receive those mercies. But everybody else, you can see this world. It's a tragedy. These stabbings. Okay, you got people chopping people's heads off. You got people eating each other. She might have been a Hispanic or Asian woman. She killed her boyfriend's daughter, like 4 or 5 year old daughter. It was a couple of days ago. And then just put the body in a garbage bin, and then dropped it off at the real mother's house. Matthew 24, as we just read, because iniquity shall abound. So there's a lot of evil going on, but those are the spirits of Yahweh Shema Shai that were created for vengeance. Let me bring that out. That's the scripture I was thinking about. These spirits of vengeance. Okay, let's look at the word vengeance, just in a regular dictionary. Vengeance, meaning, it says punish, inflicted, or retribution acted for an injury or wrong. Okay, so these people, whether you see them old and young, they've been living, a life of crime against the Heavenly Father. A lot of, they be doing, sicko things, within their life. You see a lot of, even, in my family, everybody, got stories, how, Jake gets older and start getting hit with all these different plagues, back to back. Okay, I had a god uncle. He was a big time scammer. He would scam people out of hella money. He was living a good life for a moment, but the Most High caught up to him and locked him up in jail. Then gave him a brain aneurysm, and then when he got out, on his deathbed, he was relatively young. Not I'll say close to his 50s, get 40s, late 40s, going into his 50s. So he still had more time, so-called, but he got out, after serving maybe like 5 years or something like that. But on his deathbed, his woman brought, he couldn't move. He getting ready to die. His woman brought he was married. Okay, he was married to his woman, and a woman brought the boy. She was dealing with another dude, and brought the dude in to the hospital while he's dying. Nothing he can do. I don't even know if he was able to talk. Okay, so he had to suffer that too. So the Most High don't play, man. When you see these judgments, whether it happens on a young child, whether it happens to us, whether it happens to these wicked people out here, it's because they offended Yahweh Shemam Shai, and the Lord he gets you every single time. Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. See, which we just read that definition. Let's read it again. Punishment inflicted or retribution exacted for an injury or wrong. In this case, injury and wrong against Yahweh Shemam Shai. Okay, because these people, they do all type of manner of wickedness without any judgment. All right, Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. Okay, it says, if a sinner may do evil, 100 times and nothing happens, 1,000 times, nothing happens. So they get confident in their wickedness. It's all type of children trafficking. It's all type of pedophilia going on. It's all, women. These women are all bugged out. Why? Because a lot of them they've been played around with when they were young. I mean, of course they're rebellious, but nevertheless, you had an uncle or even a dad. Okay. The mother was complicit, and the majority of the times let it happen. You even have, where they'll allow, pimp their daughter out. The foster care system. Okay. They worshiping all different types of manner of gods. You know what I mean? The Lord sees all that, and he gets you at a time in which you're not aware. A car crash, paralyze you. Okay. You get mauled by, you see these white women, that the image is that they love animals and, they take care of animals and, they begin mauled by dogs. Okay. Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. All these things are sore strokes. These mass shootings, whole families are getting executed. Okay. Let me do this. Let me go. Shootings, murder, news. Right. 5 dead. This is abcnews.com. 5 dead in Texas, execution style. Suspect armed with AR. Okay, let me just go here. Noticias. Black man charged with murder and possible hate crime, shooting 2 white strangers. Okay, 3 suspects in charge, death of black man. See, 3 suspects charged in shooting death of black man in Jacksonville. So it's a lot of racial tension, so-called, black people shooting white people shooting black people. It says, I'm just reading through these headlines. Man and a juvenile charged with murder and shooting death at Morristown Mobile. Probably says mobile home. Serbian man confessed to killing 8 and shooting rampage prosecutors. Georgia man fatally shoots 3 women, including his McDonald's manager. Okay, this is all within the last 2 days. Witness describes violent murder-suicide shooting at Annapolis parking lot. Child among 2 dead after random murder-suicide shooting at Dana Beach. 2 dead in Northside. These are all articles, headlines of articles that I'm reading. I'm just going down the list. Okay, from different news organizations within different states here in the United States. This is just United States, but how much more in different parts of the earth where it's even wilder. But some would say America's really the most wild. 2 dead in Northside murder-suicide. Investigators ID victim alleged shooter. 1 person killed in Madison County shooting. Woman arrested on murder charges. Man charged with hate crime after fatally shooting of strangers at library, gas station, police say. So you see it, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, but these are all spirits of vengeance that the Most High raised up to get these particular people at their appointed time. Okay, and that's a fearful thing. Okay, but we have to understand that all these things are sanctioned by Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. Nobody dies unless the Most High sanctions it. Okay, so whoever perished being innocent, as we read. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. These are sore strokes. Okay, them shootings. Okay, those murders, suicides. Okay, those beheadings. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made the spirits? Who's the father of spirits? The scriptures talk about the father of spirits. Who's the father of spirits? Who creates evil? Let's get that. It says, I create evil and war. Evil and good. Okay. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that's the true name of the Heavenly Father, do all these things. See? Let me read up let me go to verse 5. I am the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and there is none else. Meaning he's above all creation. He is. Okay, Yahweh. There's no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. All right, yeah, because the Most High, he has not made himself known to all Israel. Okay, because it goes up, it talks about Jacob, my servant. Okay, and he's damn sure at no time, dealt with the other heathen nations. Now, in certain times, the Lord actually opened up the eyes of certain heathens, but he's not intimate. Okay, like he is intimate and gives his secrets, all right, to his servants, the prophets, because he gave a vision to Nebuchadnezzar, but Daniel had to be raised up, the actual servant of the Most High, to break it down. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Okay, and then here, when you go down, and in the blue letter, it gives you, a subtitle says God's supreme power. Okay, he's supreme overall. So we just read, those headlines for the last 2 days is 9 hours, 1 day, 3 days, 2 days, 19 hours, 21 hours. Okay, the Most High raised up them spirits. Okay, those were spirits created for vengeance. Okay, and it appeased the Most High's wrath, because there's a lot of wickedness going on in the earth. So they could have been paying for some more likely in their past life. Okay, the sins of their past life, the sins they were doing in this life as well. And it got back to the Most High, and he took them out. All right, and he took them out. He took them out very violently with sore strokes. Okay, and this is only increasing. All right, just those few. Let me just type in murder. That's a big thing here. And yeah, you have that dude Jordan Neely. He got choked. Okay, Jordan Neely, the man killed in chokehold on New York City subway. Okay, he got choked to death. That was a spirit of murder. Okay, CBS News. Dinah Dwave's murder investigation uncovers her killer's Michael Jones criminal past. Man faces murder charges after intentional crash in Greenwood. Teen victim named in Bath murder investigation. Man arrested charged with murder in connection to South Columbus shooting. Ex-college student pleads not guilty to CA murder charges. Okay. Missing Suzanne Morphine's husband seeking $15 million after murder charges dropped. With suspect in custody, new details emerge about murder of Lauren Hicks in Phoenix. So you see that it's not a safe place to be, okay, if you don't have the protection of Yahweh Shema Shah, because these things are going to come up. They're going to come upon you, okay, when you're unaware. Let's go back into Sirach, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay, let's look at see, anybody been burnt, burned alive. Let's just type in house fire. Yep, 2 days ago. 1 dead in Davie house fire. 1 dead in early morning Irwin house fire, officials said. House fire in Collinsville leaves 1 dead. Okay, man found dead after house fire in Pasadena, says officials. 1 dead in central New York house fire, police says. Clovis house fire leaves 2 children dead. 1 dead in Clark Mills house fire. This is all recent news, by the way. My daddy died a hero. Baldwin County family murders man who died in house fire. Okay. Unidentified man dies in Glen Burnie house fire, authority says. Deadbolt lock with key may have trapped couple who died in Magnolia fire, chief says. Man dead following house fire in Madera, authority said. 2 children reported dead in house fire in Clovis. Man killed in Barstow house fire, police. 1 person found dead after Newport Richie house fire. Man and woman killed in house fire in Magnolia, Texas, that possibly started in back patio. 1 found dead in Fayetteville house, officials say. So let's read it again. Let's go back. Fire and hail and famine and death, all were created for vengeance. You see that? Teeth of wild beasts. Okay, let's look at some wild beasts. Okay, dog mauling. Right? A 9-month-old baby killed in dog attack. Grandmother seriously injured. This is 19 hours ago. Okay. Baby dead. Woman seriously injured. That's the same one. Barbecue plate sale for dog attack survivors. Okay. 2 misdemeanor citations issued after dog mauling, Idaho. Give me a second. The most profound news is the little 2-year-old. Oh no, the 9-year-old. 2-year-old boy dead after dog attack in Maryland. Man mauled to death by pit bulls behind his Brooklyn Center home. Okay. Infant dead. Grandmother injured. So you see, the Most High be raising up them wild dogs. But hey, I mean, you got other attacks with wild beasts. Okay, like lion attack or tiger, but that's mainly in like these different countries. You don't really have like big cats. I mean, you have mountain lions. Look at that mountain lion. But that, that's every here and there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, every once in a while you hear there's, America don't really have. California boy 5 survives mountain lion attack in San Mateo County. That's out here. Okay, they really don't, be attacking. They'll really attack. They'll really attack like animals and stuff like that. They don't. So it ain't really like a big problem like that. But there'd be coyote attacks. But not to the point to where, people be dying, but the most I be raising up them dogs, man's best friend. And it's only going to get worse as this place collapsed. But if you go to like India or something like that, tiger attack, Yeah, grandfather and grandson killed, and this is this is all this year. Grandfather and grandson killed in 2 separate tiger attacks over 24 hours. Okay. Yeah, this is mainly like India. That's the Mossad be raising up them. Tiger that killed 9 people in India shot dead. Curfew in 25 Orcaland village after second man killed in tiger attack within 1 week. Okay, man killed as tiger threatens with a stick strike at him. Tiger mauls boy to death, then kills his granddad hours after escaping nature reserve. Okay. Yeah, so, those mainly in other countries, but the Mossad be raising up those animals. Remember when the Northern Kingdom, they got taken out of, that was second Ezra's, second Ezra. Or 2 Kings 17 chapter. You had the Syrians put them heathens into our land, and the Most High sent those wild beasts. Also with the Canaanites, the Lord, he sent those hornets, and them hornets can kill you. Those they call them murder hornets, which is the giant Japanese hornet. But there's other hornets too, man, and they continue to sting, and you get enough of those stings, man. And they can remember your face. Okay, you have elephant attacks, wild. Let's just type in wild animal. Mind you, this is all the working of Yah B'Shem Shai. These are not so-called random attacks. Okay, in man's mind, it might seem random, but these are actual hits. These are actual. The Most High, all right, that spirit jump on that dog, maul that baby to death. And it sounds, crucial. Yeah, but that's the fear of the Lord. That's what can happen to you if you're wicked. Because it's going to tell you when we go back, all these things were created for the wicked. Okay. But it was just kind of like a thought. Like I was just kind of meditating on that. You think about all these different things that are happening. We read all these headlines. We see, all these different things that are going on in the earth, and regular people, I remember when I was visiting back home, some months back, earlier this year, had to take care of some business. But, even my sister, she was kind of bugging out, because you had that. It was that case where the black woman went to Mexico and her friends murdered her. It was like a big mystery behind her murder or some shit like that. And she was talking to, another family. It was like, man, I don't know. It feels like a lot of women are being murdered. They're getting attacked. I'm in my head like, yeah, but you can see like the perplexity, because everybody's actually seeing it, but they're not able to put these things together. Yeah, there's more vengeance upon these women. Mind you, there's more women than men, and women are more wicked than men. Okay. Wild animal attack. Okay. Hoshida hikes compensation for human deaths due to wild animal attacks. Dog killed by wild animal. We don't care about that. Wild animal attack on 2 young girls caught on camera. Wild animal attack. This family, including pregnant woman, seeks shelter. Okay. I mean, you get the point, right? Give me a second. You get the point. Let's do this. Look at a statistic. Let's look at a statistic. What wild animal kills the most humans per year? Mosquitoes. And the Lord, he got his his pit bull, his sword, Esau. This nigga actually genetically modifying mosquitoes and then releasing them. In terms of the number of humans killed every year, mosquitoes by far hold the record, being responsible for between 725,000 and 1 million deaths annually. That is not to say these tiny insects set out to kill. However, rather than killing directly, mosquitoes are instead very frequent disease vectors. All right, so their mosquitoes are delivery systems for diseases, and that's why Esau, he loves the mosquito, because they deal with the blood. They can inject. When they suck the blood out of you, there's like a two-way system where they put like a coagulation, like an anticoagulant, to where it'll soften up the blood. It'll have the blood not coagulate so they can drink the blood. But it's like a two-way valve system where they suck the blood out, but then they push some other shit. They push diseases, that inflammatory. Your body looks at it as an inflammatory. That's why you get that bump. Okay, it's trying to protect the body. So it's a vector, okay, to actually deliver certain payloads, whether it's weaponized or not. But they carry hella diseases, okay? So that's part. It's not necessarily teeth, but you could probably consider it teeth. Okay, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents, and a sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so all these things are to punish the wicked to destruction, whether it's man, woman, or child. Okay, us in his knowledge, we understand that the Most High, he doesn't look at youth, and there is no respect of persons when it comes to judgment. If it's your time to go, you got certain you got certain spirits that get aborted in their mother's womb, because the mother's womb, that's supposed to be comfort and rest, right? In the mother's womb, that's pleasure. It tells you that is that wisdom of Solomon, if I'm not mistaken. So the child is in there, and then all of a sudden, more times than not, it's the black woman. Esau with some scissors, like a device that basically, cuts you up, chop the head, sever the spine. So here the baby is in pleasure, in the womb, getting ready to come out soon. We don't know what glory that is to be inside the womb and shit. It's alive. And then bow. That's judgment. Okay. They rejoice in his commandment. I can only imagine, man, because you're looking at it, on a human fleshly side. But those spirits that actually, whether they jump on a mosquito, or sting this person, and then this person going to get sick with malaria, and then they going to catch this, they going to catch that, or give this person a STD that's going to turn deadly, or hit this person with cancer, or you know what? This person is going to be in a car crash and get his head, squished. Or this person, I want to put the spirit on this person to jump off a building, or this person to get, stabbed to death, or shot a random bullet, sleeping, probably just got praying to Christ, and a random bullet just come out, bow. You start bleeding. Okay, or it could be a baby in a car. Okay, I can only imagine the spirits. They rejoicing. They not looking at it like me and you. All right, they're not looking at it like me and you. They're having nothing but pleasure taking these people out on the earth. Okay, they rejoice in his commandment. When the Most High, he sent that commandment, right? Like what was it Ahab, where the spirit said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna send a lion spirit in the mouths of his prophets," right? And basically, trick them into believing that he's gonna win the battle. And I believe he got hit with an arrow or a spear, and he bled out, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we could go back into the story, okay? But hey, the spirits they'll jump and go here, do this, do that, and that was your last, breath. Yeah, jump let's go to Mexico, and let's go down to the Caribbean, or let's go to Jamaica, let's go to Hawaii, let's go to a waterfall and jump off the waterfall, and boom, and then your ass drown. Or let's go white water rafting. I remember it was this football star back home, and pretty much everybody knew him, within like the football circle of high school football, right? And he actually got a scholarship to play for Oregon, and he was out there in Oregon, and he went to he did a whitewater rafting, and the nigga drowned. The nigga drowned. It was like, mourning within that community. But he was supposed to be, he was a star. And the Most High took him out by drowning. Okay. So the Lord, he put a spirit on that water. Okay. Whether he tipped over, he couldn't control it, whatever it may happen, whatever. I wouldn't deal with that canoe. I've been in some canoes, bro. I ain't dealing with that shit. That's crazy shit. That shit tip over, and I ain't into water like that. Okay. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. So the Lord, he got these spirits ready. They're literally ready for their number to be called. And they rejoice at doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. Mind you, these are spirits created for vengeance. These are vengeance spirits that the Most High sends on the earth to appease his wrath. Okay. So that's why you gotta be, you gotta walk in the spirit. All right. You gotta walk in fear, and our people are not walking in fear. All right. They walking like everything is A-OK, especially these wicked people, the wicked amongst our people, Esau, Edom, the heathen nation. And that's why these tragic events be happening to them. And you watch, you get on Telegram, you live link thread. It's some, it's some judgments, man. It's some real gory judgments that go down, all right, in the world, in the planet Earth. Okay. And these things are increasing, man. More people are just bugging out of their mind. These are spirits that are ready upon earth. All right. It says, and they be ready upon earth when need is and when their time is come. So it's their time to fulfill that judgment. Whether the homeless man, just one moment he just staring into the abyss, and the next moment he just, push a woman on the train tracks before a train come, and she died, hit her head, died, get ran over. And then he comes back to his sin. Like, oh, what happened? Because it was a spirit jumped on him. It's like, yeah, push that bitch. And they be saying that when they go to court. I just heard a voice in my head. My voice in the head said, push her. And it'd be so-called random acts of violence. Let me type that in. Random. I'm just rolling in the spirit, man. Spirit jumped on me. I guess there's a movie or a song or something like that. Okay, this is an article in the Insider Edition. It says, this is the headline, random acts of violence are surging across America. This is September 2022. This is January 2023. This is from the Global and Mail.com. Random acts of violence? ? Better get used to it. Oh, let me click this. You better get used to it. Okay. Article from Gary Manson. I don't know if they're gonna let me read it. Hold on. I guess you gotta actually be a subscriber, but the title says random acts of violence. Better get used to it. This is this year. Okay. This is from last year. The Insider. From attacks in pizzerias to subway stations, random acts of violence are surging in America. Those are them spirits. Would no one help us? Was the headline on the New York Post front page Wednesday. Random acts of terror caught on camera are shocking the nation. In one incident, an elderly man was sitting at a pizzeria in Manhattan recently when a totally stranger slammed him with a chair. The victim's cell phone went flying, and the assistant grabbed the device and took off running. Okay. One woman was in New York subway station when a stranger grabbed her and threw her on the ground. The attacker reportedly a convicted killer. How is a convicted killer, on the streets? That doesn't even make any sense. But that's America. That's the confusion. They want this. The powers to be, which is really Yahweh Shemal Shai. He wants all out chaos. He the Most High, that he's a former of order out of chaos. Because if you look at it, order is going to come through chaos. The attacker, reportedly a convicted killer, pounded and stomped on the woman before casually walking away. This is all random. No, these are spirits of vengeance. Okay, Elizabeth Gomez, 33, may lose sight in one eye and is begging New York's Mayor Eric Adams to do something about the surge in crime. Will no one help us? Was the headline in New York Post front page Wednesday. But it isn't just isolated attacks in New York City. A 23-year-old walking home from a party in Philadelphia last Thursday was shot in the head by a total stranger. Cops say Temple University graduate Everett Beauregard didn't exchange a single word with his killer. A staggering 750 people been shot in Philadelphia just since Memorial Day, according to police. Goddamn. Okay, and you could go on and on, just for more stories of so-called random attacks. Okay, random acts of terror, random acts of violence. No, these are spirits created for vengeance. And we just read, let's read it again. They be ready upon earth. Okay, let me go up a little bit again. Sirach 39 and 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents. All right, so the Lord, he got the spirit on animals. Well, that's why the Komodo dragon got a vicious ass bite. It got teeth. That's why these lions and these dogs got teeth. Yeah, it's for them to eat, but it's to rip your ass to shreds if you get out of line, if the Most High see fit. A snake hit you, black mamba just come out of nowhere, boom, get you. Okay, or a mosquito. You were asleep. And a sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Okay, so the Lord, he got these bug outs out here on the streets, demons all over him. Okay, and then or a demon jump on them. Hey, shoot that person in the head. Do it. They be on all these drugs. And boom, take them out of the earth. Okay. All the works. Oh, let me. Yeah. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. Yeah, because we think about these things as well. I mean, that's why these things are here for us to meditate upon. All the works of the Lord are good. So all the work, when you see people getting destroyed, those are good works. As backwards as this world may make it seem, all the works of the Most High is righteous. There has to be a balance, because these people do wickedness. Okay, they do all manner of wickedness, and the Most High pulls their card. And the Lord, he has these different ways that he could take you out. And to man, it's like, damn, and they come on TV. Oh, she was an angel. She'll give her shirt off her back, not knowing this bitch was doing all type of witchcraft. She cursed the Most High. Okay, in her past life she was a demon. In this life she was a demon. All right, she set a nigga up that got put to death. You never seen that. You didn't see the things that was going on, the transgressions against Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, you didn't see that, but the Lord, he made it known by having basically a public execution. And these things are now so public because of the invention of the internet. So all these judgments that are going on in these different states, these different counties, all right, these different districts, and throughout the different places of the earth. And then you got the invention of the camera, the cell phone. Okay. CCTV, closed caption TV. I believe that's what they call it. But these video cameras that actually capture these things. So we're seeing the actual judgment, whether it's a tiger that just come out. Oh, there's a video of, a woman. They're at a tiger reserve, like a wild animal reserve. And they're driving. And I guess the woman, they stopped. The woman got out of the car to argue with her husband, go on the other side of the car, open up the door, argue, curse him out. And a tiger came literally right behind her and grabbed her ass. And you never seen her ever again. All right. So things like that. You got, so-called you women like to, shake your ass, go out club, wear them provocative clothing. And then all of a sudden a man just come out of nowhere, grab your ass up, or it might be your Uber driver, slip you something. Now, next thing you know, you in a dungeon. You never going to be seen again. This happens all the time. But those are all the judgments of Yahweh Shema Shai. All the works of the Lord are good, and these things are good in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. And he will give every needful thing in due season. Okay, so for the elect, that goes for good things. All right, but also, you got to also receive the good with the bad. Now, the elect get judged, but not to the point of destruction. All right. I'm going to close it there. You know, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shai. Until next time, shalom to the elect.